Hi, good morning everybody. My name is Rigsing and I'm presenting a paper on the challenges of corporate consulting today. It's been written by Robert Sandberg and Andreas Wer. It was published in the Sloan Management Review in spring 2003. And it is based on, the research is based on a 4-year, 2-phase project. It draws on ethnographic data, a formal interview, surveys, and various other writings. So what is a corporate consultancy? A corporate consultancy is basically a consulting unit from a company whose main purpose is to provide solutions based on the traditional business expertise. Okay, so why do we have corporate consultancies? Many product-oriented companies establish a corporate consultancy in order to provide more solution-based orientation based on their technical expertise. For example, companies like IBM, which were experts in manufacturing computer hardware, now provide consultancy services towards integrated IT solutions. We also have Ericsson Consulting, which provides integrated communications consulting. Shell Global Solutions, which was based on Shell, petrochemical solutions, and AT&T. Some of the challenges that are faced by corporate consultancies are their mission. So how do these companies differentiate between traditional product businesses and the corporate consulting unit? Because these are two different units. You have a corporate consulting unit and you have the traditional product manufacturing unit. So how do you differentiate? Because you have two different identities for these two firms. And so this is the main thing that we come across, identity challenge. Should we follow a compartmentalization strategy? Should we differentiate the strategy from the main product-oriented company? Or should we follow an aggregation strategy where we join both the strategies of the two companies, or delete one of them, or integrate both of them? Another challenge that is faced by corporate consultancies is a structural challenge with regards to normal everyday structures of an organization, with, for example, access to clients and freedom in terms of strategies and processes of product business, the normal everyday functions of an organization. We can divide consultancies into 4 generic types, according to the authors of this paper. They are expert corporate consultancies, know-how corporate consultancies, spearhead corporate consultancies, and integration corporate consultancies. I'll just explain each one of them to you. The first one is an expert corporate consultancy. It exploits its professional knowledge by marketing it to external clients. And it supports its product business, which is the original business, in order to further its business. The choice of strategy depends on nature of ties between the product business and the consultancy. For example, Porsche Engineering, which is an arm of the car manufacturing company Porsche, has a separate consultancy unit called Porsche Engineering, which allows other firms and companies to utilize its expertise, and it helps it increase its technical knowledge and also its profits. Another type of consultancy that we can come across is a know-how corporate consultancy. These primarily act as internal support units and mostly work as R&D units of a company. And their main driving force is they have company-specific knowledge. With regards to an expert corporate consultancy, it may not have...
Sorry, that's 30 seconds.
It may not have company-specific knowledge, but a know-how corporate consultancy possesses company-specific knowledge, and the identity it must create for itself is a compartmentalization strategy. So you differentiate the consultancy unit from the product manufacturing unit. For example, is ABB Financial Consulting and ABB. ABB Financial Consulting prepares balance sheets, whereas ABB is an expert in manufacturing electrical items. The other type is spearhead corporate consultancy and integration corporate consultancy. A spearhead corporate consultancy exploits professional knowledge by providing services that extends product
10 seconds.
value chain without giving advice or carrying out analysis. So it basically complements product business in the external market with services that are only loosely tied to the product business. And an integration corporate consultancy.
That's it. Boom.
Anne's going to give you a bad time for running over time, so just to make up for that and make you feel a little bit better,
I'm the bad.
I'm going to give you a picnic bar because you and where's Oliver? Yeah. Oliver each have done something which deserves that, from my point of view, that you've given me information which will alter one of the slides when I give the course next year. Okay, because when I talked about the different sorts of consultancies last time, yesterday, that wasn't listed, corporate consultancy, and it's obviously a missing dot point on my slide because it's a very specific type of consultancy. And the change management stuff and that little mapping there was particularly nice and will end up in a slide as well. So thank you for that.
And I've just learned that I actually work for a consulting firm because I spent 6 years with the global Shell Global. So I'm going to change my resume. You know what you did wrong. Timing. Okay, now, essentially,